All right, we're live now. Hopefully this works. Hope man, I've been really busy. But it's got the show must go on. Launched a campaign today, and I think what I ought to do as well is share the link out to the video as well as make sure it's out as the campaign link is out. So this is just a small campaign. It's not going to be massive. It's not a new book or anything like that. But I do have some, I think, it's fun stuff. It's basically Black Friday sale. And so I'm tweeting this out on YouTube. There we go. Cool. We got people coming in. Roland. Hello, boy. Robert Shepard's here. Hell Clint. Hell Robert Shepard. Salutations. I always love the formality of that word. It's great. Lone Star Viper, great to see you. And we'll let people get in. I actually do have news stories to talk about today. So the goal is to make this stream snappy. We're going to get through all sorts of stuff, whatever we want. And of course, talking to the chat. You are the star of the show. Again, this is my office right now. This is my life right now. There's actually a table here. That's why there's all these boxes and things. And right there are trading cards, and I've got Pogs down there. They're all printed. They're ready to go. This is my concept, basically, of a Black Friday sale. Your boy does it. And I thought that's a good idea because you end up getting some things like trading card packs, things like that people ask about all the time they want. And there's no way for them to get them, at least not yet. So now it's available. So that's what we're going to be doing. And we'll see how it goes. So I appreciate your feedback on this. This is a super new thing. And I specifically tried to make this just the most low stress campaign in the world. So so far, I think it's actually going well. Here's a question that comes up. What's a pog? And I'm guessing, Snuggy Jr., that either means that you are older than me or younger than me. One of the two. So I'll explain what pogs are. If you're in the chat, you know what pogs are. Say, I know, or something. I don't know. Let us know if you know what they are in the chat. But pogs are these. They're these. It's a little game that was popular in the 90s, and I've got a manufacturer who made them. They're basically little cardboard circles, and they're die cut out, stamped. They're printed, and I'm actually really impressed with the print quality on these. And you'll notice I've got Gods and Gears on here, characters and artwork from Gods and Gears books. And I also have artwork from Downcast, same thing. These were collectible kind of things from the 90s. And I got to turn that. There we go. But I'm bringing them back today because I'm going to guess that there are many of you that either liked Pogs, you want that little taste of nostalgia, or what, I don't know. I also have a slammer, which is like a clear plastic slammer. So that's the goal. The point of Pogs is you stack them up in a pile, and you get your slammer and you slam it on the stack, when they're on the table or something, or the ground. Roland has a good question. I asked that same question. We'll get to that. You slam it and they'll flip over. So, some number of them will flip over in the stack. And if they flip over, those are your pogs. And then you stack up what's remaining and you do the same. You take turns. And this was banned at many a playground. Kids were unable to play with pogs, or they'd get them taken away because it would cause fights. Is the term pogs copyrighted? Well, the company's out of business. And if you remember way back in the day, they actually would put real authentic pogs, because there were so many companies putting out pogs at the same time. So the answer is probably not. The company I bought them from, this is going to be my liability pass down if there is for some reason a problem. They sold them to me. So in theory, I paid them. They advertised them as pogs. They made pogs for me, and I am just reselling those items. If for some reason someone's going to get sued, it'd be them. But the reality is I talked to the company, and they're like, yeah, no one's no one's using or defending that copyright term because they're still around. So the company's not, rather, but the item is. So we're gonna go with that. And if I change my tune, I think we will. Very good. Devil Flyer says, Clint, love my Downcast books. Quick turnaround. Thanks. I really appreciate hearing that. I've had such good feedback. I think Downcast 3 translated. I thought it was going to be, I thought people were really going to like it. So far, things seem to be going well. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, you can only claim chips that fell face up. Yeah, so if they pretty much, if you knock them over, I don't remember. You got to decide if you're going to stack them art side up or backside, which on mine they're all just Sweet Comics branded. And what you're going to do is hit them, and when you hit them, if you can get any of them to turn over, those are yours. You put them in your pile. So it's kind of like marbles or whatever. It's a little game. They were mainly a collector's thing, but I thought I would try it. I didn't know how many to get. I got 200 sets. So there's 200 sets of 10. So that ended up being 2,000 pogs. Set of 10 seems a little ambitious, but you need to have a stack. So that's why I did it. If they go over well, if you all are into it, maybe I'll do more pogs in the future. I'm totally open to that. But you don't know if you don't try. Second thing too is being, doing IP crossovers. Everyone has so many like horror stories about it. So I thought, let's try it with something small. Ryan Wynn owns the license copyright. He owns the IP. That's the right terminology to Gods and Gears, and he has been so cool about sharing IP with us. And we're not sharing IP. We're just doing this together. So I actually financed everything. I just asked him to let me borrow his IP. So in return, because Ryan Wynn is so cool, we're going to see how the pogs sell. But I also have Gods and Gears up. We'll go over the campaign, but just know Ryan Wynn's a cool dude for trying this out, for letting me try it out. And I'm kind of hoping that down the road, things like this would work out. If I can find a good way to do it, which I think I have, we'll see how this goes. If it works well, then we can just say, hey, let's do a crossover comic book, and I can have those terms like behind the scenes. That's all boring stuff, but what it means is crossovers can be cool. Let's see. I had Shadowhawk says Downcast 3 was amazing, and I love the t-shirt. Thank you so much. I love hearing that. I've got t-shirts, and they're not on the campaign. I have some left over I want to put up, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to wait for another time because I have to set them up a little bit differently. The sizes, and I don't know. I'll put them up at some point. They'll be available, and they have to ship separately anyway from books. So very cool. Let's see. Slammers. Walmart was printing pogs. Yeah, they were, seriously, everyone was doing them. So I don't think that I don't think any copyright can exist right now, honestly, or trademark rather. Will there be an Alf pog? I wish. How do I snag that IP? Would you guys buy an Alf book if I could do that? Thank you so much. Sketchosaurus Rex is here. I've not been keeping up. Sweetpogs.com. Heck yeah, I like that idea. But pogs originate from a Hawaiian beverage company. This is true story. I've learned all about this. It is the name of the drink that was copyrighted during the hype. Yeah, it was pomegranate. Was that it? It was some kind of fruity drink. It's actually not a milk cap. Downcast 3 is the best book of the year, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Snuggie Jr. I tend to agree, but I'm biased. I still have a lot of books I need to read this year, but I seriously think it was good. I'm just hearing really good things back from people too. So, and I want to start Downcast 4 because I've got good ideas. Hard pass on the pogs. Hated those. Hey, no worries. This is totally I'm just gonna try it out and see how it goes. But Clint's plethora of pogs. Let's see. Had them in the 90s and never did care for them. Yeah, we ended up just sort of collecting them anyway. Michael Bancroft's here. Whoa, a Stoker stream. That's right, I'm up. We're going to talk about a news story. I just want to make sure I see everyone here. Someone say Pogs. That's right. So yeah, let me share the campaign here. I'll share the screen here. And what is happening? Oh, I've got my face on two screens. That's not what anyone wanted to see. Here we go. So here's the campaign. Low stress campaign, Black Friday campaign. There's actually a number of items in here that people have asked for, and some of them are pretty darn limited. I'm not printing more. They're just things that are extra books, things like that. So they make, I think, good gifts. And this is going to be a mechanism for you to get them if you're interested in getting them. And again, it's just an experiment. So if you don't want Pogs, that's cool. But basically, the Pog Slammer set, it also comes with a trading card pack, which let's see, the pack looks like this. It's a wax pack. It's got 5 cards in it. And the point is that these trading cards are actually mixed and matched with Gods and Gears characters. So it's like sort of imagining if they were in the same story, same timeline, I don't know, same book. What this really is, though, is an add-on campaign. Essentially, I had to end up doing certain tiers so that people can get certain things, just to get in. But you can actually just get in there and add on whatever you want. Like, let's say you need a book or something like that. You can go that route. So I've got the cards and Pog pack. It's just cards and Pogs Slammer. That's it. Shipped in a bubble mailer. If you want to try it out with an international one, I tried to figure out a better way to do shipping internationally. So that's what this is about. If you're international, back this one. If you're in the US, don't back it. You won't be able to anyway. And yeah, we got into the newsprint cards and Pogs. And what this is you get Downcast #1 and Gods and Gears #1. You get the 10 Pog set. You get the wax pack trading card, and you get it for $20. The reason why I think this is a good bundle is because it's a gift, essentially. Something that my kids have been asking about is, like, I want to play Pogs. Like, let me try the Pogs. And so I thought it would be fun to, bundle up a package that would be good for, whomever that might be interested in comics. You get a taste of each. And again, this helps Ryan win out because we're selling some of his books as well. This is the trading card completionist set people have been asking about, and I realized this pack up here in the top right, I have 25 exactly packs left of this. So I have 10 here, and then I've got 10 in the back end as an add-on because I wasn't sure what people are going to do. But this is every single trading card that Sweet Comics has put out for Downcast. Technically, we had a Fatal mailer one, and I believe there will be a Fatal one. No, there'll be several Fatal ones once Fatal comes out, but this is just Downcast right now. These are things that have already been done. Save Comics. What children have been asking about Pogs? Yeah, they want to try it. I think it's partially because I won't let them, because I can't. I've got to. We're doing a campaign here. After they'll try it. This means the mullet has returned as well. Surprisingly, it has. I've seen it. School children. It's around. So here's another gift bundle if you want to go that route, and you get a graphic novel. This is 120 pages. I didn't really. This came to very little fanfare. I'll be 100% honest. I was really thinking, Downcast reprint. I wonder if I could just throw that up on Kickstarter. But after all the backlash of just merely considering it, I just didn't. So I had to reprint it. I have all the books here. And so you can get it if you'd like to. You can get it here. And then the Pog set. So that's another gift item. Sketch cover. This is something different. Can I do this without? Can I? Okay. Trying to make sure that doesn't dox me. So this is a little different. The way that I did this is I'm actually going to let you pick which artist. So if you want Ryan Wynn, who is a definitively better artist than I am, you can select Ryan Wynn, and you could actually say, I want Downcast #1. And then you could see him draw Downcast #1, like whatever you want on the cover. You could, so you can mix and match between the two of us. And I don't know, kind of fun. It's just a fun option. So just know that is available if you're just here to support artists, or you want a sketch cover, or you want to see what it would be like if, that's an option as well. We have to have a tier up there. So that's essentially it. So add-ons, again, this is really an add-on campaign. That's what it's about. And so we've got the books. These are the current books that we have available. And with Downcast, the Alterna #1 and #2, why get it through this campaign rather than alterna.com? You can do that if you'd like to. But in this case, they will be signed by me. So if you want the signed versions, this is how you get them. This is actually the first time Downcast issue #2 is available signed. So there you go. It is available. I'm selling out of books quite quickly. Some of these ones that have been around a while. So Downcast Volume 2, the Kelsey Shannon cover. Remember that? The purple one? It is completely sold out, which surprised me. I actually thought I had more, and I don't know how I messed up, but I don't have any more. So there are actually not that many. I think I have 60 or something like that I put on the campaign, and that is it. That Downcast #2. Don't worry, or volume 2 rather. You can still follow it. That's what the reprint's for. That's why we needed the reprint. You can still get Downcast 3 here, and add-ons. So here are the add-ons. I have 3 different kinds of wax packs available. This Gods and Gears and Downcast crossover pack is the brand new one. We have brand new card art for it, as you can see on the front there, just a little taste of it. Brand new cards. They come in wax packs, so that's some nostalgia for you. And you can get all 3. So I actually have a tier here that you can get all of these trading cards, and that technically is every trading card that I have published. You can also get the standee. There are some extras of those, and many people have asked for the standees. So there you go. That's what we have. And that's it. Pretty simple campaign. Again, it's all about the add-ons. And I'll tell you, this trading card pack right here is probably, it's got the most limited number. So that's probably going to go the fastest. Other than that, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really sure what to expect. But here we are. All right. For the win on the Pogs. Hey everyone. Hey, I'm glad that you like the Pogs. I don't know. It was really tough to know if I should even try it, but you have to try it to know. You have to try it. So there we go. We'll check back in on this campaign. I think I saw people posting backer numbers. Sorry, I'm trying to do 3 things at the same time. 6 backers. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate your support. I did send out an email. There's no secret perk or anything like that. It's just add-ons. It's the things that a lot of people have been asking for. So yeah, feel free to check it out, browse it, decide what kind of add-ons you want to add on. And again, these are intended to be good for Christmas gifts. And so the plan is, not the plan, absolutely what I'm going to do is, when you order these, I'm going to actually start shipping them on Monday. This is a 7-day campaign. That is it. But I'm going to start shipping on Monday because I just want to make sure that I get these out the door as quickly as possible. So if you're in the US, I would think, I don't want to promise, but I can promise you I will ship it out either Monday or the following days, depending on when you backed it. But obviously everything that's back today, I'm going to be shipping that out on Monday, first thing. And yeah, we'll get it out into the mail. So hopefully there'll be good gifts. If you live internationally, I can't promise anything. So I'm sorry, but you can still get them. I just can't promise anything. All right. So there we are. I think that's it. Okay. So we'll check back in with the campaign and mods. If you don't mind posting links, that's great. But this is not really going to be a full-on shill stream, because I still want to try to have some kind of informative entertainment as we go as well. So here we go. This is from Vice.com. Image Comics refuses to voluntarily recognize union. Now, is this new news? No, it's not. It's the same thing. But the news here is that Vice has picked it up now. And the words that they're using, refuse to voluntarily recognize, that actually came from the union. That did not come from Image. They didn't specifically say they were refusing anything. And if they did, I found that nowhere, at least in publicly. So what they did instead was they took it from the union. They're taking their talking points from the union, which I kind of found interesting. Um, you guys crack me up. I doubt that Clint does anything that could only work on Internet Explorer 11. I don't know. I have no idea. Some of the stuff sold out already. Is that? I don't even think that's possible, is it? Unless someone grabbed like all of the trading cards. Hey there, we got another backer. Thank you so much. Where are we at here? Nothing's sold out, is it? Okay, people are going for the completionist set. All right. So Image Comics Union. This is not difficult for Image Comics. All they have to do is nothing, actually. They have to make this union put their money where their mouth is. I always find it funny if you're going to go on strike over, working at a place that everyone wants to work at, that treats you fairly and kindly, but the only reason you're starting the union is because you think that anywhere is better with a union and more unions are better. That's exactly what they said, by the way. So if there is no grievance, you just ideologically think it's better. Is it really? Is it really? And why can't we each have our own union in that case? Here's a quote for you here. Their dreams of self-determination and more equitable treatment in the industry they loved and helped make successful are also our dreams. What? That makes it more equitable. Earlier this week, the Communication Workers of America, this is the CWA, filed a representation petition with the National Labor Relations Board asking to hold a secret ballot election so that eligible members of the Image Comics office staff can determine if they want the CWA to represent them in their employment with Image. Okay, again, there's already a union. So it's not like, hey, we need more unions. It's, I don't know. It's we have a union, but why not more unions? This makes no sense to me. So there was supposed to be a secret vote, and Image Comics was in support of that. What this is an additional union. So the NLRB is currently, that's the new union, is currently reviewing that petition to determine when that election will be held, where it will take place, and who can vote. Everyone in Image is committed to working through this process, and we are confident that the resolution to these efforts will have positive long-term benefits. That was their statement, only statement to the first Image Comics, to the first initial announcement that they were going to start a union at Image Comics. All right. Question though, technically, aren't unions more powerful if you have more people in the same union? That's my question. And if that is the case, if that's the case, then why wouldn't they want the bigger union to represent them? So they have Image Comics, they have DC, Marvel, they've every, communications in general. Why would they not go for the bigger one? It doesn't make sense to me. There we go. I'm organizing a union for CG backers. Unite. Yeah. Do it. Let's see. I don't know. Again, this is I think we've talked about it before, but I just find it interesting that Vice is going to pick it up again because of the language that they used. Here's something that is very new, which is Star Wars comics. They're going to be published by Dark Horse again. This raises so many questions. They are, and we'll get into that. Let me check this. Check the chat again. Can you vote to form a union with any union? Unionception? I think so. I was surprised Image wasn't already doing some of the demands. That's a great question too, because their demands didn't seem, I don't know if they weren't doing it, or is it just they're just sort of going through the motions of what a union ought to ask for? I don't know. I don't know. Snuggie Jr. is going to be president, I think, of the union. Roland says unions are inherently bad. The issue stems from the message, organization, and execution. I would also say goals too. Like did you ever read that book? Was it called The Jungle? I think, and it's all about like 1920s or 30s workers, something like that. It's been a long time since I read that book. But it was about people getting ground up, like their bodies falling into a meat grinder and getting ground up, and they get nothing for that. I mean, it just sort of moves along like nothing happened, like, workers being treated super poorly. So I get that, like then you have some power, I suppose. Yeah, clearly they've had power in the past, when things like that happen. But I want to know what are the goals of a union for a comic book publisher, especially one like Image Comics, where really the comic book publisher is only there as a mechanism for creators to do their own thing. They're taking the majority of the money. So then I'd have to ask. Right now, it's a $6,000 fee if you're going to publish through Image. If you fall in Image's good graces, they will charge you $6,000. You can publish with them. You're going to pay them that 6 grand and hope that you make more than the 6,000 so that you make a profit. That doesn't even include what it costs you to actually produce the book itself, those pages. So if you're paying an artist, colorer, letterer, all that jazz, you're paying all that plus the 6,000 to get the books out there for a single issue, by the way. And then when that happens, hopefully you can get to making a profit. So does that 6,000 go up because who is going to be paying for this? If it's union members paying dues, that's one thing. But again, what are the demands and do they make that price go up? So then is it hurting creators? I don't know. Again, the whole thing just seems super weird with how Image is actually organized. It seems strange to me. In theory, a union was traditionally formed to better conditions for the workers. That era is long past. Now they seek control over the company and its decisions, censorship, for example. Yeah, I tend to agree. Their goal was to get attention. I guess they got it. That's a good point. It was an expose about unsanitary mass meat production because there was no prior health standards. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of things. But weren't unions part of that? I'm sure. Like I don't know. I can't remember the book specifically, but you get what I mean. Same vein. I prefer Wolverine and the Jungle Adventure. All right. Very good, very good. All right. So Star Wars and Dark Horse. Why does this matter? Little history, very brief history in case you don't know. Dark Horse Comics used to publish Star Wars, and I actually haven't read any of the Star Wars comic books, not a single one. But I know people that did genuinely liked them. I've at least met several fans of the Dark Horse Star Wars series. But in this case, Marvel got bought by Disney. Disney also bought Star Wars. So why not take Star Wars to Disney to sell those comic books? Right? Makes a lot of sense. So this is raising a lot of questions in that they're moving it back to Dark Horse because why? Are they going to license out properties? If they're going to do this, why would they keep Spider-Man? It's just a question I have. I'm not sure. So according to StarWars.com, next spring we'll see a new all-ages stories from the High Republic to the sequel trilogy era published by Dark Horse, thanks to a new deal with Lucasfilms and Disney Worldwide Publishing. Save for 2020's The Art of Star Wars Rebels, this will mark Dark Horse's first foray back into Star Wars since the license went to Marvel in 2014. Marvel confirmed to CBR that this will have no impact on its own line of Star Wars titles. So it's in addition. It's not moving, and I'm reading this here as you're learning it too. They're not moving all Star Wars there, but they're allowing Dark Horse to do some Star Wars. Again, so like why? Karens of the High Republic. R is here. Hello. Yeah. Star Wars KOTOR and Legacy were my jam for Dark Horse Star Wars. All right. You gotta check them out. Okay, so Star Wars is near and dear to all of our hearts, and I've been a fan since I saw the original film 19 times during its original release. I'm thrilled that Dark Horse will once again bring new stories to life from this incredible galaxy. The Star Wars universe has grown over the years, and there's so many new opportunities for great stories. I can't tell you how excited we are to get started. But why? That's what I want to know. The very first Star Wars comics were published by Marvel. This is all backstory. It doesn't matter. Let's see. So this is the statement from Lucasfilms now. All of us at Lucasfilm Publishing are thrilled to be working with Mike Richardson and everyone at Dark Horse on comics and original graphic novels set in the galaxy far, far away. Lucasfilm Publishing creative director Michael Siglane added, "There are unlimited storytelling possibilities for all ages comics, and we look forward to collaborating with Dark Horse and with the best writers and artists in the industry to bring those stories to readers and fans all over the world." This, I guess, now that I think about it, they already lent Spider-Man all ages stories out to IDW. Could it possibly be that it's that all ages aspect? Is that the familiar thread that all ages comic books are, what they want to farm out and have published elsewhere? I'm curious to see if they do more. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they did, and why on earth they don't want to be in the all ages. I guess they're just going after those sweet, sweet collectors. That could be the case. Speaking of sweet, sweet collectors, Eric Weathers is here. Hello, Eric. Cam is here. Hello. Let's see. Today's times are crazy. In the past, a lot of real problems were ignored. Today, many issues that were solved are needlessly blown out of proportion. This is grifting. It reminds me of Spencer's Law. Yeah, it's like if we were living in a post-apocalyptic, burning world or something with zombies, nobody would be complaining about working in Image if they were lucky enough to be alive, I guess. Hell Clint got Downcast 3 last week. Looks great. Hey, thank you. Are you actually in Canada? That's it's cool to see backers from around the globe starting to get books. Someone on Twitter today said they got it and read it, or no, they got it and they need to read it. They need to find time to read it. So it's the first time a UK, possibly the first Canadian backer there that I've heard of. Okay, so Roland saying, but IDW's Marvel Action line is ending with the new year. Okay, yeah. I don't blame them. IDW's got some problems, but could it go to Dark Horse? Could it go to, I don't know, Boom? Would it? Would that make sense, or are they going to actually do it on their own? I have no data on this. That's how all of every video begins, essentially. That's the assumption. I have no data on this, but I'd bet the new legacy collections of Dark Horse Star Wars were outselling the new ones. Yeah, I would probably agree with that, just based off anecdotal, evidence that you hear from comic book shop owners that were, people are just buying back issues. At my local comic book shop, that's absolutely a thing. People are thumbing through the back issues. It almost looks like a healthy store from the 1980s or something in the back issues lot. And in the front of the store where they have all the new books, they just sit there waiting to become back issues. Let's see. Nope. Arkansas, but I'm a Canadian. I got to tell you, I have family members that live in Kansas. Eric lives in Kansas too. Eric, how do you say Arkansas? They called it Arkansas. And I'm like, what? How do you live in Kansas and call it Arkansas? Fix this. I don't know what kind of, that just seems wrong to me. It's like in Michigan, they call Oregon. Like if you live over here, it's Oregon. And then over there, they call it Oregon, which is, I don't know. Did someone say splort? Yeah, they must have. It's pronounced Arkansas. Arkansas. You see, Money, are you from Kansas too? That just seems wrong. Nobody in Arkansas calls it Arkansas, right? I've never heard anybody say that. It blows my mind. What about Arkansas? I don't know. That's just how everyone say it. There can only be one, right? There's gotta be a death match. I do. You call it Arkansas or you call it Arkansas? I'm from New York. Forget about it. Yeah. Anyway, so that is Dark Horse Comics. Have you all been following the Kyle Ritter case? Don't worry, I'm not a lawyer. I have got a legal beagle on stand, though, in case we want to ask any questions to that beagle. But in the meantime, all we can do is speculate. So, what happened to the article? That's not the article. Biden taxes. Here we go. So, what has it been 3 days now? 3 days? Kyle Rittenhouse. Did I say Kyle Ritter? Yeah, let's hope that mistake doesn't happen. Kyle Rittenhouse is still on trial. Why does it keep taking me away from the story? What the heck? Still nothing has happened. Here's what I want to say. I'm not a lawyer, but can you imagine being in the jury right now and what must be going on? 2.5 days at most. I've never heard anybody call it Arkansas. That's what happened. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's insane. The media firestorm that has been going on has got to make life insane for those jurors. My second question is, if you were a juror and you were on this case and you genuinely never heard about it, like whatever, you're not on social media, you don't watch the news, all you're into is like gardening or something like that. And then you get called for jury duty. They say, hey, you hear, by the way, this case might be high profile. Are you really not going to go look? How do they enforce that in some way? Are you not going to go look and see what the general public's going to say, and then find out that literally everyone's talking about it, and that the country is up in arms over it? And if you come down and exonerate him, you are in fear of your life. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine, especially because apparently the judge banned MSNBC from the courtroom. Why is that? So the judge banned MSNBC from the courtroom Thursday after police briefly detained a man who supposedly followed the jury bus. What? Like back home? Why? Or to the... It doesn't make any sense. Why would MSNBC do that? I wonder. And many have tried to photograph jurors, the latest sensational snippet in the politically divisive case that has seen everything from shouting matches in court, tearful outbursts, and backlash over actions and remarks by the judge. My goodness. I actually watched a clip on MSNBC, and they were upset that the judge said Asian food. That bothered them. I thought it was like a good bait, and they fell for it. That's pretty crazy. I'd say odds are of acquittal at this point is 0. Don't they usually say that if it's an acquittal, they hear about it pretty quickly? Like, it usually doesn't take that much time. The longer it takes, the more like it's not looking good. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I guess if you think acquittal is the route to go, you've already kind of seen it. I watched a lot of the court case, or listened to much of it, not all of it, but a significant number of time. I don't number of. I listened to a lot of it. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that it's taking this long. Pretty sure they can't, since it'll screw the jurors' opinions, skew the jurors' opinions. Yeah, that's the point. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to. But if people are already trying to dox the jury members, would that make them hesitant to come out with a verdict? I wonder if that has something to do with it. This is the second thing in 2 weeks I've watched that's not been about Rittenhouse trial. My girlfriend is going crazy because it's been 24/7 following this. And here I am bringing it up. Yeah, I've been kind of on and off checking in on it to see what's happening. It is really interesting. There have been a few, especially these self-defense ones, that I just have to know what's happening. Really curious about it. The last one was the George Zimmerman case. I think I watched 100% of that trial because it was just super. It was really interesting. I'm Japanese and I say Oriental food just to trigger those folk. Love it. Hung jury is possible. Yeah, I've heard there's some really interesting legal things that could happen, and I'm no lawyer. Again, I've got a legal beagle sitting nearby, so we'll ask him if anything gets too crazy. The drone video, though, is an aspect, and it's possible that the judge could claim in a mistrial still, even though the jury's deliberating. I can't see that ending well. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's been really crazy. So judge hasn't ruled, and the jury hasn't ruled. It's almost like, yeah, that drone video is sus, which is why I named this Hocus Pocus out of focus. That is like, if it fits, you must acquit, or what? Yeah, it's so great. Yeah, I love that. Anyway, there it goes again, jumping off to another article. I guess we're done. All right, so we're gonna check back in with this POG campaign. The question is, if I have a Black Friday campaign to allow people to catch up on some goodies, maybe they missed books or whatever it might be, are people going to be interested in a new item like Pogs and trading cards? Let's refresh this and find out what's happening behind the scenes. We have 9 backers so far, $390. Really appreciate all you for backing. And don't worry, this is a flexible goal. I thought about this. What if I only got like $50? It's a flexible goal, so I'm still shipping out the stuff. Everything will be just fine. Very good. So we're actually almost there to our goal, though. For what it's worth, we have to defeat $500 for $600, I guess. That's what we're fighting for. 7 days on the campaign. What's in the campaign? Well, you get a set of Pogs. These are 10 Pogs. It comes with a slammer as well. And this is really just a test to see if, this is going to happen. I don't know if you're interested in this kind of thing. Cam brings up a good point. We need to talk CG game. And I'm not going to lie, this is a little bit of testing the waters there as well. But we will see. So, yeah, I actually have a board game, or not a board game. I have a card game that I think would be so suited. I designed it some years ago. I'd have to make some changes and new art and everything, obviously, but I would love to do like a crossover, kind of like this, but it's an actual card game. So the characters have abilities, and you can choose fighters and have them, fight each other and see who would win. I think that would be pretty fun. But again, that would take some of this IP sharing to work out. And again, it would also take some demand for something like that. So I don't know. I wanted to start small and see how it goes, but I would personally be really interested in that. Let's see. I hate flexible goals, but I trust Clint. I mean, the fact that it's only flexible because everything exists. So I'm not, here's the Pogs, like they're literally right here. And here's the trading card pack. They're all right here. So I just want to ship them out. So if you want them, I'm going to ship them. And hopefully you guys can get some stuff on the back end. That's kind of the point too. I had to close down the Downcast campaign. I still want to make those books available. So this is what I'm doing. Yes, Cam, we've got to get on Discord. All right. How long has it been play tested? Oh, you're talking about my game? So it's been, 5 years, probably maybe 4 years that I tried that game when we launched it on Kickstarter a long time ago, and it didn't do very well. I didn't really know how to crowdfund. So we play tested it a lot. But the thing is, I would actually be changing it anyway. I think the mechanics are solid, though. The mechanics would work, and I think the concept would be pretty cool where you're fighting each other. At the time, it was more of an arcade fighter. That was what it was called, arcade fighter. But so I'd revamp some things, and obviously you'd have to play test it and balance it and all that jazz. All right, only 7 days for the campaign. It's just like a Black Friday sale. That's it. I am going to go into in demand probably just to make sure that it is available, so that again people can just get a bunch of the stuff that they've been asking about. And so that's why it's open. Oh, whoa, someone got a sketch cover. Thank you. Wow, that's awesome. So that's why it's available, but I'm going to close it if it sells out of a number of things. I don't know. I'll figure it out, and I will be we'll be posting stuff on my website. But I figured we'd start here, especially to get rid of some of these little things that a lot of people have been asking for. Many of these trading card packs. Again, this one is super rare at the moment. I don't even have singles of the cards from this. I have not even a complete set. I have some singles, but not even a complete set, which was the Chaz Wagamont cards, which were awesome. They turned out so cool. Anyway, the Canuck says, how is Fatal doing? Is Charlie and family doing okay? Charlie and his family are doing okay, which is really good and the important thing. Charlie is working on Fatal as well. He has been updating pages and sending pages in. So it's been going. It's been going better than it has in a long time. Probably in about a year. This is the best it's been going. So and it's been now a couple months of Charlie really turning in pages. So it's been good. I'm going to update the camp. I updated at the beginning of the month, but I'll continue to update. And if you want to see the current artwork and everything, I would check the campaign and see updates as well. So, and yeah, feel free to ask too. Nothing wrong with that. In only 7 days, a Queen track. Coincidence? I think not. That's good. Quality games take a while to refine. Absolutely. Again, it's been around for a while, but there's things I would change to make it work. If you had it work well and it was a fun, genuinely fun game, it's endless because there's so many. I mean, could you imagine Battlebrick Road characters, Downcast characters, Fatal characters, whatever, fill in the blanks. You could add so many characters to this and it'd be the same card game. Like, so you could all mix and match and play together. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, good to hear. Yeah, he is doing well. So that's good. I gotta probably call him again and just check up on book stuff. Eric says, oh, Battlebrick Road will have a game someday. I look forward to that, Eric. I really do. I think that'll be cool. I think games are so fun and they just complement comics. I really actually, one of the reasons I really got into comics more aggressively, it was because I was into HeroClix. Like I don't know. I think I got into comics. It was roughly the same time, but I discovered HeroClix and I thought this game is pretty fun because it's like chess, but there's so much more going on. It's a fun game. But beyond that, then I started to learn about the characters a bit more, and there were cards that went with the figures. I've tried to get rid of a bunch of them because I have too many. But look, I have a She HeroClix, Billy Tucci's She. I don't know how you work that out, but I would love to make HeroClix just because I think the game's fun. But yeah, doing something like that, little figurines, they don't have to be, you don't have to be perfect or super expensive, but that would be sweet to do a game in that direction. I would not be the right person either because I have no idea how you would make these, but that would be pretty sick. But yeah, then you learn about the characters and you get interested and you see, again, hey, the Tin Man is a really good character. He's fun. I think I'm going to read the book. It's a way that kind of introduced people to everything. I think it works. I'm constantly on the lookout for superhero games, usually disappointed. Yeah, that does happen a lot. My mom got one and she's like, hey, do you like this game? And it was like Marvel Supervillains or something. It was the stupidest, like low effort game. It's not even fun. Cool. I like that. You win the comment section. I couldn't make you a game in a tabletop simulator and play test with people online. Is that I didn't even know such a thing existed. There's a tabletop simulator. Yeah. I mean, absolutely, you could. The problem, I don't think, would be creating the game mechanics and stuff. It's this. That's what I'm not sure about. How do you make these? And maybe there's somebody that's, super smart and like, yeah, I can 3D design it and whatever. It's easy to make. I don't know, but I wouldn't know how to do it. That would be sweet though. Eric, if you were doing something like that, I would support it however I can. I think it would be cool. It was only 10 when Hero Kicks launched, so it was beyond me. I only collected a couple Marvel ones, and that was it. I don't know when the thing launched, but I just know, yeah, I got into it a number of years ago. I don't really play very much, but I still have them because I want to. It sounds like fun. I don't like to, but I don't typically like skirmish / combat games, but would back any CG themed ones. Yeah, that definitely adds a level of interest for me and probably for a lot of people. And there could be some other cool, I don't know, takes on how you would do a game. I'd like to do one. It would be cool. Sweet Cast / Battlebrick Road crossover game Candyland. Totally. That would be fun. Yeah, Cam's already got, you guys have plans for all this. Print Ninja makes them, but my question is, how do you design the actual 3D character? I'm ignorant. So maybe that you just upload a picture and they can figure out how it's going to be in 3D. Is it simple? We could look at this, huh? Maybe I've got to click on the link and over here. Let's see. I'm clicking on this. All right. Berserk Games Tabletop Simulator. All right. That looks better than I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but that's pretty cool. So you can make a game in here for $20. 4-pack. I don't get it. Anyway, whatever. You can get for $20, you can get this. And you can design how a tabletop game would be. You know, you can do it literally whatever you want with it. Okay. That's cool. And it has physics to it. Very cool. All right. Huh, I'm down. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. AutoCAD or something. Yeah, something like that. Cam already has a copy of it. Is that what you mean? Very cool. Oh, it's on Steam. I get it. All right. I'm catching up. Catching up, guys. Very cool. Well, in the meantime, play Pogs if you want to play Pogs. Collect Pogs if you want to collect them. Or just, I don't know, back a book or something. It's a good time to get Christmas gifts if that's what you're interested in doing. If you don't know what to get people, I'll tell you, these wax packs have been so popular. Even like my kids' friends, when they come over, my kids all tell their friends that I make comic books for a living. I wish that was 100% true, but my kids, they don't, my day job is just boring to them. They don't get it. So I make comic books. That's what they tell everyone. So they're always interested, and their friends always want these wax packs because they just think it's great. So I don't know. I thought I would try it. Pogs. I think I'm gonna try it out with my kids. Let them play it. We were gonna make a little video to sell it. I just don't have time. So really, it's just to get the books out. So good presents. If you're looking for a gift, this is a good one because you have Downcast, Gods and Gears. You got the wax pack, trading pack. You have the Pogs, and you can add stuff on to your heart's content and get, make this package what you want it to be. That's a good gift. People enjoy getting that kind of stuff. Even obviously you don't have to be kids, but I think everyone here is an adult. They're maybe surprised me, but I think a lot of adults are into comic books, seeing those newsprint books and all this stuff. It's super fun. These trading card completionist sets, the only reason it's limited so much is because there aren't that many of these yellow wax packs from the Rise and Fall campaign. That was the very first wax pack that we published. I didn't know what to expect, but they turned out to be great. So I've been doing more of them, clearly. So yeah, a lot of people are getting those. We got 4 out of 10 gone already. And I think there's another 10 or 12, I think, in the back as an add-on. So you can add those on. These cards, there's no other way to get these. And like this one here from Ted Lehman. Let me scroll down so you can see it better. This Joanne trading card, very first trading card ever. Ted Lehman did the artwork for that. It was just fantastic. And yeah, I have some left, and so they're available in 3s. You can just get these 3 cards. These are ones from one from each of the Downcast campaigns. 3 trading card packs as well. And the standee, a lot of people have been asking about the standee, and so you can add that on to literally any of these. Let's see. So one sketch cover taken. Graphic novels, 0 out of 30. I might even adjust some of these numbers if I need to. We got 4 of the completionist trading card packs taken, 1 from the newsprint bundle. Let's see, 0 out of it looks like 3 out of 10. All right, so we're spread out a bit. I was really curious how to build this campaign. I think one way I could have done it is just said Pogs or trading card, and then everything else is an add-on, because you have to have some way to back it to then add stuff on. But I thought I'd put some bundles together for fun, because why not? Here we go. That first one is the one I need. Didn't back until book 2. Yeah, so that one, and again, it's rare because it technically was on the second campaign. The only reason I have 3 packs is because I just created a new one this time around. But it was only on the collector's bundle, so you would have had to have gotten the collector's bundle, and there really weren't that many, so it was pretty low print run. I didn't overprint very much. So yeah, that's, I think, the one a lot of people need. But yeah, check them out. Nacho did the artwork on these, and they all turned out really great. I know Ryan Wynn was pretty jazzed about it as well. So check it out. I'm going to post the link, and I'll be posting videos. This is one of those things, like, I'm going to let people know about it. We're going to hit that goal. I think we can hit the goal. Even if we don't, I'm still shipping you all of your stuff. But in this case, if we hit that goal, look, we just did it. We did it. $540. That is the minimum goal that Indiegogo allows you to do, is $500. We just dominated it here on night 1 in an hour or so, just under an hour. We crushed that. So it feels really good to hit that $540. I have no idea what this campaign is going to do. I know I'd be pretty happy if it hit $1,000. It'd be like, all right, okay, we hit $1,000. More than that would be fantastic. News updates. Dracula is in production pretty seriously. I've got character designs. I've got art and concept style designs. And if you're a real detective and you're on Twitter, you might be able to follow the breadcrumbs and figure out who the artist is. Or if you're someone like Eric, you already know. Don't spill the beans yet. We're trying to have some fun with it. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think it'll be. I'm really excited actually about how the artwork is looking. I think it's. I don't know if it's gonna be what you're expecting or not. I'm gonna guess not, because what are the odds that it's what you're expecting? It's not gonna be what you're expecting. The story's fun. I'm working pretty hard on that right now, actually, but yeah, it should be coming out. So we'll see. It's gonna come out when it's finished. That's the goal. Cam backed. Thank you, Cam. Really appreciate it. I will ship your pogs with love, and whatever else you got. I hate when friends say poggers in real life. It grinds my gears and darkens my skies. What does it mean? Am I a boomer? My brother says that sometimes, and he's like in his 30s. I don't get it. Like, why would you say poggers? I don't get it. There's a few of these terms that come from video game playing or something, but I don't get it. Sweetie is going to emo/goth. Ooh, that could be something. No, my Dracula is not going to be sparkly. I'll tell you that. But yeah, it should be. I don't know. It should be fun. Oh, I just explained it. For the past decade, Pogs has been associated with hype or enthusiasm because of the Pog emote on Twitch, which has become a widespread meme. Now, when you say Pog, do you mean like this Pog, or it's like something else? Because of the enthusiasm about Pogs. All right. So Poggers. I still don't. The internet is a strange place, I guess. He doesn't know. He just explained it. Okay, we're all caught up now. It's the Poggers variation that breaks my brain. It's not Pogs, it's Poggers. I get it. Yeah, it sounds like something like a 12-year-old would say. And when you hear a grown man say it, it's strange. It's really off-putting. gonna start a biker gang called Wild Pogs. I like that. I think Twitch's Pogs was just a silly word. Maybe Pog was just silly. Maybe, I don't know. Is it player of game? That just hit me. Player of game, or a silly word. I don't know. Or was it Pogs from the 90s? Yeah. Anyway, I really appreciate you for um, for coming and watching my stream. Um, Streams are always such an interesting thing to me, but I had fun tonight. Both launching the campaign, just kind of talking to you guys for a bit. I really want to get back into the swing of making regular videos on important topics, interesting topics, and even sometimes silly topics, all surrounding comic books and the industry that we live in, this crazy industry. At the same time, I don't know, like I need to figure out how to make these comics at the same time. So I've been making comics the priority and YouTube secondary. But I should be having some time here pretty soon. So good news. Downcast 4, if you're interested in Downcast, while Dracula is being produced, I'm also going to be setting my sights on Downcast 4 because I can't not. I'm really excited about it. Actually, I had so much fun writing Downcast 3 in particular. I loved it. So Downcast 4, I already have so many great ideas for it and everything. It's not written yet, but I have a pretty good outline for it. And yeah, I'm excited to start writing and producing that. So as part of that, I got to figure out how to do a better job of selling my books that already exist to new readers constantly. And that'll help me to just move books and get income in so that I can produce more comic books on a regular basis. And so I don't know, I'm going to be doing some experiments with that. And I think that's really going to be the purpose of this reprint book, so that I can get it out to people that have never read it yet. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I can't tell you everything, all the ins and outs, but I'm working on things the best I can. So in the meantime, no, I'm here to stay. I think it was it Eric when I was on his stream on Tuesday night. He was saying he's not going to slow down, he's going to speed up or something to that effect. I'm really excited about the stuff that we're building. Not just me, but many other great Comicsgate creators, great Alterna creators, making really cool stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. So really appreciate everyone for watching. Check out the campaign. It's on Indiegogo right now for 7 days. It's going to go in demand. I don't know how long. Really, it comes down to when these things start selling out. So post a link one more time. Oh, play of the game. And no, it's not play of the game. All right. So check it out. And I will see you tomorrow in a regular video. And it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, here's one. Wait, is Narwhal the artist? No, Narwhal's not the artist, but he is doing a Nosferatu book that I have read already. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not, but yeah, different vampire. Take care. All right, see you all and have a great night. Thanks.